If you are struggling to make a decision, I would say take the leap of faith, get on board with Dan, and you won't be disappointed moving forward. And use the experts, use Web HQ. I met Dan recently on a course that we did, which was Beta Dan, and it happened to be that we were also using the same gym, David Lloyd's. So it was very, very coincidental that we happened to be on this business course, and then the same evening we bumped into each other in the gym. Dan is running a very successful operation, which is very good on the AI and automation side of things. That's exactly where I want to push the business and see it going. Met Dan, and the rest is history, as they say. There's a lot of moving parts in our business. A lot of the things of what we do have been sort of what I call bootstrapped from a typical startup, so they're quite clunky, whereby having somebody like Dan come and look at it quite laterally, and actually from not being in the industry, from somebody that is very close to the industry all of my career, I found that really beneficial to look at it holistically and just from a distance and go, right, this is what you should be doing better, right from things from the website to how we automate things on a day-to-day basis. We use WhatsApp a lot. Dan was able to come in, look at it very essentially, and then look at the components of what we do, how we do it, and how we could actually streamline it to make our jobs on a day-to-day basis a lot easier, faster, and obviously beneficial to the clients. So something which is very important for me with the estate agency industry is the personal connection is still very, very vital on a day-to-day basis, and I still believe that it will be into the future. So what I always try and stand by in my business is humans for empathy and AI for processes and systems, which is again where Dan and the team come in. I can do the empathy part. I think I'm quite good at that. Dan, on the other hand, is very, very good. One, with empathy, but two, with the systems and procedures, particularly through AI, which is where I see the business and tech and industry going, particularly over the next 1, 2, 3 to 5 years, which is what we're trying to build out. But one thing which has particularly stood out to me is how Dan sort of maps out the journey. And Dan comes in and was able to look at things again from a different dimension and absolutely break it down sort of step by step by using his tech to show sort of how things are being done literally on a minute by minute to day basis, which is hugely beneficial to the company and the business moving forward. And that for me is a really, really good example of how Dan and his team look at things and are able to sort of strip it all down and throw it all back to you in a way that you perhaps wouldn't have looked at before, but is exactly how you should be looking at it. Get off the fence. You've got to make a decision. You're in business, okay? So do something, take action, and make it quicker. You won't fail with Dan. With Dan's team, actually, you've got the assurance, he's got the capability, the bandwidth, and the expenditure to actually help you throughout that journey.